Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So Minato did this thread for Golden Week, right, where he kind of dropped the arts of the characters, let people vote on how good they think the characters are. He mentioned it was a good way to kind of like keep track of what people think of characters, just in case they're gonna like, I don't know, like switch up or something like that later, pretend things weren't the way they were, something like that. And I was like, yep, sounds like a great idea, Angel. I want to do a video on this, but I wanted to give him like time to just let his cook, and then I want to do a video on this thread as well. But the one thing about it that's silly is I was late to the actual voting process, so I don't have like a vote actually cast. Which naughty boys and girls voted bad right here? So let's go through these characters. I'll tell you guys which one I would vote for if I think people are on the mark, whatever. So we're starting with Dokkan Fest Tao. So like, let's look at these. I like this point system quite a bit. I think it's pretty good. A 10 would be like Tech Ultimate Gohan, Path to Power Kid Goku when he first came out. STR Gamma 1, EGL Gamma 2. Like, those are like 10 out of 10s. On that scale, I gotta put Tao at like a 9. I think Tao is great. Yes, great. Absolutely. Tremendous Dokkan Fest. When Dokkan is gonna drop a character that doesn't really carry like a lot of hype to him, a lot of aura, a lot of interest, right? They're gonna drop him in game and then no one's gonna care. It's important to make them as good as they made this guy, right? One huge issue with Dokkan right now, an issue that I have with 2025, which I don't feel like I see people talking about too much, but they did a lot of dodge canceling, which is good. That's good. Dodge was too powerful previous years. Dodge canceling to balance things out, very good decision. The problem, though, is they keep dropping dodge characters. That's the issue. PyCon, premium release, dodge. Hit, premium release, dodge. Blue Cow King Goku, premium release, dodge. Khalifa, premium release, dodge. Even Tien, premium release, a lot of dodge on it. I don't really mind Yamcha so much. He's an easy A. I'm not really thinking of him on that same standard. But Tao doesn't have that. Like, Tao, like, that's good. Just a ton of damage reduction. I don't know that I really need to spend too much time talking about Tao, but great. For sure. General Blue, they said good. Yeah. The only thing I'd say, though, is if General Blue is a good, which banner unit would ever be like a great? That's the only thing. I think I'll land on good as well, but I mean, I do feel like if we're calling this guy just good, then like we could never be satisfied with banner units probably. This guy's really effective. I mean, he can get bullied by normals in some situations, maybe from like some tough int bosses or something like that. I really like General Blue, though. I think, like, in order to make Tao work effectively, like, they need to nail his banner unit, too. And they did. So, sure, that's fine. I could go with this. I would say, like, an 8 for General Blue. Like, an 8 does sound pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay, that's fine. All right, Ginyu. Okay. Before we look at it, I would probably put Ginyu in underwhelming. I think maybe like a 4 or a 5, probably something like that, like a 4 or a 5. Yeah, that looks good to me. Yeah, like a 4 or a 5. I think is what we could say with Ginyu. A big issue with Ginyu here is that they kept his restrictions the same. Now, I mean, a lot of times with characters, they keep the spirit of the same with Easy A's. We've seen them remix that a little bit this year, though, so be on the lookout for that. You know, of them kind of going a little bit in some different directions, sure. But they kept these Ginyu Force restrictions, like, bam, that's it, and they just kept it at Ginyu Force. My hope with this guy Easying was that they would do per Ginyu Force ally in the team or extreme class ally in the team. I think that's what they should have did, which would have helped this guy a lot. I mean, imagine if he gave this was Ginyu Force or Extreme Class, right? So it used to be 30%. Yeah, I mean, he'd just flat out be much better if it was, they just kept like, 2 key, 30% attack and defense to Ginyu Force or Extreme Class allies. All right. Like, he would be better. If, like, that would be a huge thing. And then remember, his link set's not going to work super good. It's just like, they just didn't go all the way with them, right? Which hurt them for sure. Okay, Raccoon and Goldo. I feel like I would give them a great. I mean, it's tough though, because in order for them to be very good, they do have to be next to Ginyu. But if we consider, so remember, like I try and like grade characters on what they are, right? So Ginyu is an easy a Dokkan Fest TUR. Tao is a Dokkan Fest exclusive, right? General Blue is like, a new, like, Dokkan Fest exclusive banner unit. Raccoon and Goldor are sub ECA, dude. Like, this is one of the things, people will cry about needing sub ECAs all the time. People are going to be crying about sub ECAs. And they just always show up and they're shit. Like, it's just, sub ECAs are just, like, pretty much never good, right? This character is crazy. Like, yeah, I mean, an 8 or a 9. I feel like I want to call them great. I do. I just, again, consider what they are. List the elite sub-EZA characters. Tech God Goku. And, I mean, who... there are definitely ones that I would just slip my mind. But elite sub-EZA characters. Like, we would have to go... Like, Topo and Pride Troopers was good. They were good. They get a W from me. Ribrianne, Giant Form Ribrianne was good, right? I mean, they don't do sub-EZAs that much. Some of these Buu Saga ones they were solid, but I think Raccoon and Goldo was better for sure. Like, I don't know what to call these guys. Let's just ignore them, right? 16 and Cell Jr. and these guys were pretty good. These trio, they were certainly solid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess, and then we hit like Vados and Kalen Khalifa. They were very good. They looked even exceptionally good because they were super early on global, but they were very good. Yeah, okay, we'll settle at they were shit. Yeah, these guys sucked ass. Okay. Yep, and then now we, oh boy, yeah, now we get into 2023. See, the funny thing is, people, I promise you, if I just go on Twitter and go like, what's worse, 2025 or 2023? I feel like a lot of people would just like say 2025. 2025 is giving us mostly good characters. You get into 2023 and it's just an albatross, dude. So much of this was just horrible. Like, these characters were just not really that good. Which was a major problem. Like, Turles, oh my god, dude. It was brutal, dude. It was brutal. 2025, to me, I mean, I would say the issue is character choices. OG Dragon Ball Saga Saiyan Day, Episode 1 Kid Goku. I don't know. Okay, so I think I would land at either an 8 or a 9 for Raccoon and Goldo, but this looks good to me. Like, I would agree with this. It probably makes sense that, like, because, dude, all over the time people are like, oh my god, you say thing, and then people just, that's the opinion of the masses. People say shit like that to me, but I open up my comments and it's like, you're stupid, you're fat. Like, it's like, bro, okay, I'll take your word for it. Like, oh my god, I say shit and people are just completely flocking to my opinion. But, like, people take my opinion and they go over and tell y'all that. They don't tell me, oh yeah, that sounds good. That's how it happens, man. So it's like, some people have got to understand. I look over and it's just like, you're stupid, you're wrong, you're horrible, you're wrong, you're stupid, you're wrong. And then I look over here and they're like, oh my god, they all are just obsessed with following everything you say. It's like, is that true? It's not what I see, man. But sure, whatever we say. Okay, so yeah, like an 8 or a 9. Now Jason Birder, I mean, man, they gotta be bad, dude. We gotta. Nah, they're bad. We gotta go bad, dude. Good? Which fucker said good? Yeah, dude, who said good? Jason Birder? You mean Mr. and Mr. We died of fucking normals? Them? These boys? I think they're horrible. Bro, I would give them like a 3. I feel like I would probably hit at like a 3 for them. A 3 or a 2. Yeah, I can't do underwhelming. No, they're bad. For me, Jason Bird are bad. Yeah. Oh yeah. Easy. Dog shit. Okay. Now we're getting, now we're getting to the good shit again. Tien, same thing. People are very vocal about, oh, Tien is so cool. But like, then drops in game and no one cares. But Tien was a beast. He's a 9 or a 10. Yeah, yep, look at the bad. Perfect. That's good. He's a 9 or a 10. I could go either way. So Tien is a yellow coin LR. A 10 would be Bulma. It's hard to compare modern day yellow coin LRs to in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, AGL Majin Vegeta, STR Broly. Those characters were on a completely different level at the time, but they also were not structured. Units dropped unfeatured into like double rates banners, right? Like it's like, I don't know. I almost would rather just not even really consider them. And then if I was to use a 10, I would just use like, again, LR Bulma as an example. Cell Max did end up aging pretty quick. His restrictions had a lot to do with that. But right at the start, for the first 2 months or so, Cell Max was like a hard 10 or a 9. So yeah, I guess, and Cell Max and Tien, they are the same time slot. Oh! I didn't do that video. I forgot. Yeah, this series. It completely slipped my mind. We got to do this. Cell Max versus Tien. Oh, brother, dude. Running Cell Max is going to be brutal. Where the fuck am I going to run Cell Max? I don't even... Yeah, well, anyway, Tien is an easy 9 out of 10. Or 9 or 10. If you want to say Tien's a 10, I could go with it. I could go with it. I could. He's just very good. A lot of damage reduction. He does have... Well, why don't I pull up his kit? He does have dodge as well. Which, it's like in slot 2 that he when he's a dodger. He has the God turn. He's got the Ki Blast nullification. He's just a great character. That's the thing. Like, this celebration, man, is not really, like, bad. It's just, the character choices make it boring to a lot of people is what it is, right? But, like, a lot of these characters are pretty good. Before coming into this, people would go, oh, this is one of the worst celebrations in Dokkan history. And then you look at the characters, and it's like, he's great. He's good. He's underwhelming for sure. They're great or good. They're bad. And then we get another great. Like, it's like, this is not... Like, these characters are not bad, right? Like, it's like, they're good. It's just, they're boring. That's all. But yeah, Tien, hard 9 out of 10. Okay, so this one is where I probably would end up I would imagine I'd disagree with most. EZA Yamcha. I would probably go like a 7 or an 8. Like a 7. Maybe you could hit a 6 for him. 6, 7, 8 in that range, I feel like, is where Yamcha is. If dodge canceling wasn't around, Yamcha would be like a 9 or a 10. He would be really crazy. Like, if Tech Kefla is like a 10, Yamcha, like, if he could dodge everywhere, he would be very close. So yeah, I would say good for Yamcha. Let's see. Yeah, great. Great is a little excessive to me. I think that's a little... Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go quite that far. 9 or 10 for Yamcha. No, I would not go that far. Let me pull up my last tier list. I just made this the other day. Yeah, okay. Right here. Yeah, when I took the picture, I did it with the lower quality, man. God damn it. I should redo this to make the quality a little bit better. Anyway, okay. Yeah, like that's about where I feel with Yamcha. Again, like a 7. A 7, 8 in that range. He's good. Good is definitely where I'd put him. Ah, the Chaozu, man. Damn. Okay. I like what they did with Chaozu. Okay. Like, his design is good. But, like, is he good? No. I, I would. I mean, do I give him a 4? I guess I'd go with a 4. Wow, yeah, he mostly is good. It's just one of those things. It's like, I don't know, man. I like, could we say he's good? I feel like I would go a 4 through 6, but like, they had a good idea for making him, but I mean, he's just not that strong. I think, I don't know. It's good is excessive. I mean, I know we are talking about free to play characters here, right? Like, I like it's. I always want to say, like, there's some reason free to play characters should be bad, but I mean, usually, what are they? They make them bad. Yeah, I gotta go with underwhelming. A 4, like a 4, 5, 6 in that range, but hey, again, it's a little complicated with this guy because the idea for him is good, right? Like, they kind of gave him what you need for a free to play character, but it's just he needs even more. Even more. I don't know why he's not getting defense right here. I talked about this with Tien and Tao. It makes sense because they're super top level characters and they're just keeping them from like really becoming very difficult to age and stuff like that. I get it. But Chaozu, I mean, I don't know why Chaozu can't be 50% defensive stacking. I don't get it. I would say, like, yeah, underwhelming. Easy in Tien, say a 4. Yeah, like 3, 4, 5 range. They went overwhelmingly bad. I could see it. I would say like 3, 4, 5 for Tien, LRTN. I mean, what's funny is he's better than Chaozu, right? But it's yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, I imagine he is. Tien could hold up better against attacks than Chaozu. I mean, Chaozu does have dodge, but I mean, Chaozu is dodge or die against normals is the thing. Like, dodge or die is great if it's just against supers. Tien, though, basically pretty much doesn't even have defensive mechanics. Huge silliness that they did this with Tien. Yeah, I would probably say in that range of like 3, 4, 5. I could sign off on him being a 3. Well, I guess Minato does have 0 as a potential option too. Okay, a 0. I don't know if I would give like a 0 is tough. Like, would I even give Dokkan Fest Raditz, the worst character ever? Like, the worst Dokkan Fest ever, a 0? Probably not. Like, in hindsight, we can. But, like, at the time, I would not have given Raditz like a cold-blooded 0. Yeah, but Tien, 3, 4, 5 in that range. And then that gets... oh... This one, I can actually still vote on. How good was the celebration overall? Yeah, this is so, like, the characters were good, the events were good, but I would call it underwhelming, unfortunately. I mean, it's just no one gave a fuck, right? Character choices, that's like the secret little, tooth fairy behind the whole thing that people pretend doesn't exist. Even before, like, how strong characters are, character choices is paramount, right? There are times where, like, exceptions can be made, right? Like, Ginyu definitely was so good that he, like, got into people's radar for, like, summoning and caring about a character, for sure, when he first came out. But character choices, man, is the big thing. Yeah, because, like, Million Arena's, I think, the worst event they've ever made, but there was like kind of like a lot of content in the celebration. There actually was. I know I would say that and people would get mad at me, but like, I mean, I feel like there was. I mean, if we look at it compared to like past celebrations, I don't think that the celebration like doesn't hold up or anything like that. It's just like, last year, it was, we could look at this. It was Rose. This was the Rose and Cell Max celebration, so. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. At the very least, though, I'm walking out of this very pleased with LRTN and Dokkan Fest Tao. I think they really nailed those guys, which is awesome to see. That helps, right? Like, that's the difference between this year and 2023 is, 2023, the characters were not that good, which was the problem, right? Like, Dokkan Fest after Dokkan Fest after Dokkan Fest, was, hugely flawed. That's not really what's happening in 2025. But, I mean, we'll see how things are going to continue to go. So, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.